in the day. It's time to have a drink, and it's Derby time, my friends.
It is, and I know when we saw that opening shot, they know exactly what's happening here, right?
They know exactly. Yeah. They know. And Derby Day isn't just about the horses. We all know that. Or the hats. It's also about raising a glass in true Kentucky style.
Just like that. Whether you are mixing up the classic mint julep or crafting your own cocktail, Total Wine & More has the spirits for you. William joins us now to share more. You know, people love a mint julep.
It's a great cocktail and very easy to make. It's the official cocktail Kentucky Derby since the 30s, first served in 1875 at the Kentucky Derby. So it's been around a long time.
I remember in 1875. I thought that's where you were going to go. I thought she was going to. I bet Jim remembers. But all right, now let's talk about what's in it, because it really is a simple concoction, isn't it?
Very simple cocktail. Bourbon, simple syrup. Some people do a dash of bitters. I do a dash of bitters. Some people don't. But I like a little dash of bitters in it. Just adds a little layer, a little complexity to it.
I trust
but that's
you on
it.
That.
Crushed ice, mint sprig, and you are ready to go. And they'll serve somewhere in the neighborhood of 120,000 mint juleps on Saturday.
Wow.
At Churchill Downs.
That's incredible. And they're a little pricey there, aren't they?
They're not cheap. But we've got options here. You can make your own pre-game.
Pre-game. And I was going to say, too, once you have one, the next few, they just get cheaper all of a sudden, because whenever you start drinking a little bit, you're rich.
Well, and also it depends on how you're doing at the races.
That's true. You hit a little parlay, little trifecta.
Suddenly, the price point on a mint julep at the bars is a lot more manageable.
You're absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy the $10,000 one or whatever it is, however much that is. All right, so let's do it. I mean, let's make this, because I have never physically made one myself. I've watched it done, but I've never done it.
So fairly simple. So I'm going to make two here.
Okay.
You guys to enjoy.
Okay.
It is 2.5 ounces of bourbon. I'm sorry, I got to put my eyes on.
It's all right. 2.5 ounces right there.
2.5 ounces of bourbon.
Was that a generous pour, or was that?
I came in at about 8 on the measure, but I got ice in there.
All right, that's right. Yeah, I got you.
And I like to pour it over the ice first, and then give it a little shake.
I was getting nervous about the shake. I think it's gonna like.
It's terrifying.
A little dash of bitters there.
There's the bitters.
I trust you, though.
You got to make sure the lid's on there. Good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Always. So here comes the pour. All right.
Okay, so the bitters did go in, correct?
Yep, a little splash of bitters in there.
Now, do you already have some mint down at the bottom of the cup? Is that where they put a lot of them, like the mint leaves?
Yep, there's a little bit of mint leaf down in the bottom there.
Okay, so that's where it is. All right. Have you had one? I'm going to let you do it.
Well, we're going to.
I'm getting ready.
Do a little garnish
make it look
here.
Pretty. There we go.
There we go. That's a little big there.
There you eat the leaf. Eat the mint leaf.
There we go.
The cup is really cold. I love it.
Yes. That is cold.
Now, have you had one?
I have. All right, I wasn't going to say this, but I'm not the biggest bourbon fan. However, mixed in stuff, like a mint julep, for example, I can tolerate.
You can find.
I'm just not going to drink it straight.
Right, you can find the right mix, and it can be really, really good.
You can make this with rum as well.
Okay.
It goes down nice and easy also. A little aged rum.
That really.
Yeah, see, that's nice.
That really is.
That's very refreshing, actually.
And I guess it's about some of those side ingredients to kind of contain that bourbon for the people that like me and her that aren't big time bourbon drinkers.
Because it's there, I mean, but it's not as burny.
Like I said, you got the little bit of bitters in there, adds a layer. The fresh mint adds a layer. I'm using mint simple syrup, so the simple syrup's already flavored with a little bit of mint. But I mean, basically, it's straight bourbon, but it doesn't go down like straight bourbon.
No, it doesn't.
Putting it over ice and shaking it, pouring it over crushed ice helps a little bit, kind of dilutes it some. But it's still got enough bourbon to it to shake off the chill on a rainy Churchill Downs day.
Which is probably what they're going to have there for sure. Yeah.
And if you don't want to go through the process of making, a couple of different companies have some pre-mixed that are really good. This is a brand new one for us this year. This is the Wolcott pre-mixed mint julep.
Convenient.
It's made over at Barton 1792. They do a great job with it. If you just want to grab a bottle and go.
But we can get
this is it right here.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
it right there.
Yeah, that's cool. We can get all of these ingredients, though, of course, at Total Wine.
Everything here came off the shelf this morning at Total Wine.
Awesome.
I wish I worked there. I could just walk in and
say,
I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this. That's fantastic. Look, when speaking of Total Wine, you can find all kinds of other needs there as well, right?
Yeah, well, you know what? I was watching your segment earlier, and you were talking about people coming to Kentucky for the Derby, and you said make sure you bring some extra clothes to wrap it up in. if you're going some bourbon going home.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We actually have bubble wrap packaging made for bottles
Smart.
available. They call them wine skins, but they'll fit most bourbon bottles. Some of the Woodford ones, like the Woodford Derby bottle here that we have.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit tougher to fit in, but
So
yeah,
wide.
you can fit most of them in there. So it's already bubble wrapped and seals completely. So just in case you have an accident, it doesn't destroy your clothes.
So you know what you're doing.
And that bottle of Woodford right there, it's got the Derby logo on, or
I love
this
it,
year's artwork, but it's not super expensive either,
It's
is it?
at $40 right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
right.
it looks like it'd be, you know,
Yeah,
over
it
100.
does.
You
No.
know, it's beautiful.
No, $40, and we've got a lot of them. We're not doing any type of limits or anything on them. So, folks, come on by, grab you a Derby bottle,
grab one for
something
my
to remember
parents.
your time.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's right. Thank you
We-
so much.
We appreciate you being here. TotalWine.com for more
My
information.
hand's frozen. I gotta swap hands.
Yeah, that's why I put it down, because
Yeah.
that's a good
I don't know.
cold cut.
It feels good though. It's cooling me
That's
down.
what it's got to be. It's got to be the metal cup.
It has to be.
See,
Yeah.
we're learning everything here today.